You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, a 70-mile Twitter the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you on the Let's Play episode of Tian Wei. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go! At the mention of sweet food, I remember my mom's handmade dessert from years ago, which I loved. I fought with my brother over that a lot, but Cloud isn't a sweet tooth, so every time he would only pretend to fight over the dessert with me, then pass it to me when he gets the chance.
I see. I'll be sure to remember this.
After adding a little honey, the lemonade tastes much better, and just like that, just like what Chen-Hu said, feels quite refreshing after a single serving. I finished the lemonade in one gulp, and the chill that followed gave me a shiver. Whoa, this is great! So refreshing! Feels like my entire being is elevated. Glad you like it. There's more here. Pass the cup over. I'll pour you another cup. Thank you, then. If you want the truly refreshing experience, then why not seek me out? Meet me in Baihu Hall, and I will jab you with some needles. Refreshing sensation in an instant guaranteed. No, thank you. This is more than enough. Relax. There's nothing jabbing in a needle or two can't solve. It's good for you. I sure as hell don't want that. Amongst the midst of laughter and chatting, I drank another cup of lemonade. I could feel my thirst quenched and the dryness in my throat relieved. The sourness and sweetness of the lemon and honey began spreading in my mouth. Please don't regard yourself as an outsider. Treat Tian Wei as your home like you would. But, I really feel like a walking trouble and burden for them. Suddenly, Chen-Hu wrapped his arm around my neck and dragged me over to him.
Hey, didn't we just said you're now one of us? Now don't be so stubborn and indecisive like a little lady, would you? Or perhaps you're some woman in disguise, or what? If you distance yourself too much, we would be troubled, too.
Relax, I won't eat you. Everyone...
Don't look at me. Write. And neater handwriting.
Okay. I finished the form for Mosea and smiled awkwardly at my poor handwriting before passing it over to him. Afterwards, everyone began discussing about settling me in a room as the new topic.
Sister Ru Feng is still in the middle of a mission, right? How about her room for text, then? Have a limit on your thick skull, Chen-Hu. There's a lot of personal possessions in her room.
It's just like you. Who the heck would offer a lady's room to a newcomer, especially Tex being a man here? Speaking of which, isn't there an empty room in the inner court?
Didn't we use that as storage space, or those stored items finally got sold off?
Some were gifted as advertisements, or how else would we have thought we have businesses here? Only a little bit of junk was left in there, though. Lately, our business isn't looking up to us. Not only heavy repi fees to pay off, but I'm afraid this month's financials will also be...
For goodness sake, stop being so scrunched up. Didn't we just take on a big score? If we finished those people in missing cases, we would be rich in seconds.
Water time. Okay. To think you would have the nerve to say that. Have you looked at the culprit who contributed the most property damages and complaint fines?
They were complaining about you, okay? I just accidentally demolished a few apartment buildings.
Accidentally? The best medicines always taste bitter.
Oh, I do not like that look on his face.
Those who raised complaints about me are those who don't understand my greatness and talent with medical skills. Look at those I cured. Were there anyone who weren't a repeat customer here?
Alright, that's enough. This is not just yours, but all of our responsibilities as well, so don't go around blaming each other anymore.
So far, our topic focus is drifting. We're drifting further and further. It's like the progress on getting me a room is frozen completely. I feel like there's no suitable ending to this. I'm totally fine with any random room they'll give me. Heck, even a bedsheet on the ground is acceptable here. I want to interrupt them, but I can't. Interrupting is so rude here. While I was thinking of Tats, Chen-Hu turned to look at me with a resigned look etched on his expression.
How about you sleep in the parlor, Tex?
Even though his suggestion is a little awkward, at least it wouldn't be it wouldn't trouble them any longer than to prepare a room. Yep, all good. Just a random place for me is enough. You giving me a place to stay here is already a blessing, and enough thanks from me. Sleeping in the parlor is a certain way of catching cold. As a doctor, I would highly advise against it. Sorry to interrupt, but the storage room you guys mentioned just now, I've already tidied it up.
Huh? Already cleaned up? Then why didn't you say anything earlier?
I'm so sorry. I see everyone was chatting happily, so I thought it might be rude to interrupt, and ended up keeping quiet about it.
Ha! No problem. Then what happened to the remaining miscellaneous goods? You cleared those away as well?
I thought there weren't too many stuffs remaining, so I sold them at the grocery market with a low price. Well, the room's still a little messy, but please rest assured, the bed, bookshelves, and desk are still in the room and under good condition. I've covered them with cloth sheets.
Sounds good.
Then it's settled. You go and take Tex to his new room to tidy up, and I will go back and check on how the diffusion of the serum is going.
You're leaving all the labors to us? Escaping the battle before it starts?
My job on hand is important too, right, Bayou? With a smirk and a cheeky smile to Bayou, Colonel rushed off and waved goodbye. It was like this guy is the same as Chin-Hu on the doing it aspect, quite lazy at times, and for the rest of us, let's go and clean up the room then. Sure, let's go. Sally, is the room key with you? Here.
Oh yeah, let's go, go, go! I will go steam a few buns after this to treat you guys too.
Wait, why is Mosea so quiet this whole time? What is he doing? And, Mosea, what's next? I was just curious what Mosea is doing, and in the next moment I regret saying anything. I shouldn't have looked at him, nor had the curiosity to begin with.
Rewrite.
Eh?
I told you, rewrite!
But I haven't made a mistake in writing. I wrote in G Kingdom language in written form. Did I write something incorrect somewhere?
Just as I was about to follow Bayou and Chin-Hu to clean the room, Mosea stopped me in a growl. As if my body was enchanted in a freezing curse, I found myself rooted on the spot. Come on, Grandpa, what is it now?
Yeah, what happened?
Here, signs of alterations and crossing out. As he talked, Mosea raised the logbook and pointed out the spot I crossed out with ink. I crossed that part out because of an error of pen slipping.
But that shouldn't be concerning.
And here, the words are written outside the grid.
Why do you even care about such a small thing?
Give him a break, Mosea. Tex already finished the task you asked of him. Don't trouble him any further. No, he has failed to even reach my minimum standard. Must rewrite. With an expression of pity as if he's looking at some unfortunate victim, Bayou looked at me and shook his head. He's not out of ways to help me, is he? Seems like I can't help you here, Tex. Alright, Mosea. I'm already tired of saying this, but why do you need shit to be written? Why do you need shit to be written that neatly? This is not going to be shown to others anyway. One's writing style reflects their inner heart. If you cannot even write a form neatly, then don't even speak about other things to me. If you want to join Tian Wei, show me your determination. So, rewrite.
Okay.
No crossing out, no writing outside the grid line. All must be in Z Kingdom handwriting style. If it's not written to standard, start again on a new page.
No problem. This is no problem. Just make sure every stroke is right. As he said, writing reflects one's heart. If I can't even do this, what rights do I have to stay? I really want to go with Chin-Hu and the others to go and clean the room, though. My knees softened and sat on the stool with a clunk. Chin-Hu, Bayou, and Sally could only smile forcedly to show me encouragement, as if they already experienced through Mosea's demonic standard. As for I, it seems like I have to write a new copy. If you're an author, then a few words shouldn't be hard for you, I reckon. No problem.
Then, Tex, go ahead. We'll go and clean your room first and wait for you.
Right, alright then. I'll come and find you guys soon. With the others leaving, the hall became silent and empty, leaving only me and Mosea before the desk. The only resonating sounds in the hall were the sounds of pens scratching on papers and the flipping of pages. So awkward. Is there not a chance to talk, or what? How about I try to strike up a conversation? Say, Mosea, you...
Right. Don't waste time.
Yes, sir.
The authoritative and menacing aura radiating from the azure-scaled dragon terrified me. As I swallowed all the words I wanted to say back down my throat, I returned to focus on my writing and began feeling out the form under careful tension. With a twitch from nervousness, I wrote out the line again.
Ah, damn it! Out of bounds again!
Mosea, who was still standing next to me, spoke. Another page. Continue.
Alright. Sorry I wasted another page.
Write quickly if you have the strength to talk.
Okay. God's sake, someone help me, please! Chin-Hu, Bayou, heck, even Colonel was fine. Help me!
No matter how much pleading, screaming, and crying I repeated in my mind, there's no use for those. Right now I can only write fearfully on the form of my record, stroke by stroke. Each of the strokes isn't even on a pen tip anymore. Rather, a knife's edge, slowly carving over my heart. One stroke. One stroke. And another stroke.
Ah!
I screamed and took a sigh and screamed again. That's it! I don't ever want to see that form ever again!
Sorry you had to undertake such a hard task.
After the torment I went through under Mosea's supervision, I was finally free. As soon as I leave the parlor, I saw Sally, who was waiting for me for a while. Afterwards, Sally took me to the room that is especially prepared by my new friends. In the midst of the tour, I quickly had a look around the interiors of Tian Wei's inner courtyard, which turned out to be a larger space than what I expected. With her help, I didn't get lost within this maze of a building. But really, I didn't expect them to finish cleaning up so quickly. Is it me wasting too much time with Mosea instead? I feel like I went through at least 10 pages of rewriting.
Hey, where's Baiyu and Chenhu? After finishing the cleanup, they had their jobs too, so they left early. But they asked me to pass over some items for you. Sorry for what you went through just now. Mosea gets meticulous when it comes to details. He tends to reprimand people over the most minor mistakes, but overall he does care for everyone who's a part of Tian Wei, so please don't hold it against him.
No problem. I know that kind of feeling well, so... It's the same when I write. If I misspelled some words, wrote it in poor handwriting, and poorly constructed the sentences, I'd rather rip it up and rewrite it, too.
Yeah, having high expectations of oneself is a good thing. I'm glad that you empathize with him. I know that being asked so much by him is quite difficult for anyone to accept so easily, but hearing your answer, I'm quite relieved about it. Oh, right, I need to tell you something about some locally unspoken rules here. For example, do remember to enter through a door without stepping on the door's threshold, or misfortune may befell upon you.
Is that a kind of custom here?
As I've heard, door thresholds has the use of blocking the unclean and the evil from outside. If you step on it or something, it would ruin the feng shui of the room.
But regarding this, everyone has their own opinion, so... Some places have different sayings.
I see.
Alright, I'm gonna pause it right there. I'm tired as hell. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!